Something big is making waves right now, and it involves Joe Rogan and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. In a recent conversation, the topic of fraud came up, and while the discussion is gaining a lot of attention online, some critics are saying parts of it may be misleading or lacking full context. So here's the real question. Do you think conversations like this help uncover the truth, or do they sometimes create more confusion? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your take. And don't forget to follow for more content, breaking down the biggest conversations happening right now.
There has to be some sort of an appeal to people in the middle that left when things went crazy. Just let us know you're not crazy anymore. Let us know you've abandoned a lot of this crazy stuff. And also, like, recognize what's good for everybody, right? Hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud is not good for any of us, the whole country. So we should all be together on this one thing. Like, this is terrible. This is stealing from your tax money, all of our tax money.
Yeah.
Us, American citizens, we should all be united on stopping any kind of fraud. Forget about who's the fucking president and who's going to get responsibility for it, who's going to get the accolades. Like, who cares? Stop fraud. Stop. We're all together. You shouldn't have criminals from other countries living here just stealing money from Medicaid. That seems like that should be a bipartisan issue in a rational society.
Hey, I'm sorry, what do you do for a living to have a private driver?
It's not a private driver. It's Blacklane.
What is that?
It's a private.
Yeah, and I saw the craziness when we did the Tylenol findings, because the science is really clear that, and there are dozens. I read 76 studies over a weekend, and when we were looking at this, and the studies that support Tylenol safety are very weak and they have huge holes in them. There's overwhelming science that says you shouldn't take it, particularly, it's okay normally. You shouldn't take it during pregnancy, and particularly the last days of pregnancy or in the perinatal period, perinatal period, which is immediately after pregnancy. You don't want to take it because the association with Tylenol usage at that point and neurodevelopmental disease is very, very high and pretty clear. And so we issued a warning. We didn't ban Tylenol. We just sent a letter out to all doctors saying, be careful about. We didn't want to ban it during pregnancy because, as bad as it is, it's the best thing. It's better than taking ibuprofen or aspirin.
Why is aspirin bad?
Because of Reye's syndrome. It has a clear association with Reye's syndrome, and they all have problems.
What is that word, Reye's syndrome?
Reye's syndrome, R-E-Y-E-S. Yeah.
What is that?
It's, I'm not sure exactly what it does.
Put that into our wonderful sponsor, Perplexity.
And if you put aspirin use and Reye's syndrome, you'll see the.
So is this just with pregnant women or with people in general?
For pregnancy or young children.
Oh. Well, so baby aspirin? Didn't they always used to have children's aspirin?
Yeah, I don't know if they do it anymore.
Reye's syndrome is a rare but serious condition causing sudden brain swelling and liver damage, primarily in children and teens recovering from viral infections like flu or chickenpox, become very rare due to reduced aspirin use in kids. Wow. Aspirin.
Yeah,
I always thought of aspirin as like the most natural and healthy out of all those things that you take for pain.
Oh, I think it is pretty safe, but it's...
Avoid aspirin and what's that word? You say it.
Salicylate.
What is it?
Salicylate containing
Salicylate containing meds in children and teens with flu, chickenpox, or cold. Use acetaminophen or ibuprofen instead. Vaccinate against flu and chickenpox and screen newborns for metabolic risks. So acetaminophen is the issue in Tylenol, right?
Yeah.
Because I read this terrible story about a lady who died during COVID because she did not from COVID, from Tylenol. She just kept taking Tylenol.
Well, Tylenol shuts down your liver if you take enough of it.
That's what happened to her.
What I was saying is, when we issued this warning, it was immediately condemned by the Democrats. Oh, here's Trump and Kennedy doing, weird science again. And then you had all of these videos, these viral videos on TikTok of pregnant women eating Tylenol.
Yeah, to say fuck Trump.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I hope they didn't really do it. I hope they were pretending. because that's so dumb. It's just so stupid. Why would you even want to risk that? Like, how is that not a thing that you just abandon all party affiliation and go, the health of my child, this is science. They're not saying don't take Tylenol. Like, you could still buy Tylenol. It's a good thing to know that if you take too much of something, it's bad. There's a lot of things that are fine if you take 1 or 2 pills. But if you're like that poor lady with COVID, if you just keep taking it over and over and over again, you'll die. We should know that. It doesn't mean you shouldn't take aspirin or you shouldn't take Tylenol, but it just means know when to take it and when not to take it, and know how much to take. Like, that's all information that everybody should want to be out there. The fact that people want to connect that to Trump, and I'm going to take Tylenol while I'm pregnant. Like, oh, is this what? Like, imagine the aliens watching us and going, they're not ready. They're not ready for sophisticated time traveling technology. These fucking dopes, like, what are they doing? They're fighting over nonsense, and it's like it's all heavily accelerated by social media.
Yeah. I mean, the algorithms just amplify that polarization.
Yes,
they're just telling you what you want to hear and validating your worldview all the time.
And also just outraging you all the time.